Nissan has just left the car market shocked with a decision so bold it's got competitors scrambling. This isn't just another headline, it's a game-changing decision that has the potential to reshape the entire car market. Nissan's announcement has rocked the foundation of the industry, and the ripple effects are just beginning. What exactly did Nissan announce that left the industry in shock? Why are other automakers rushing to respond to this bombshell? And most importantly, what does this mean for you? Buckle up, because this is going to change everything. What exactly happened? At the heart of this bombshell is a groundbreaking decision. Nissan has pledged to slash production costs on electric vehicles by nearly 50% while introducing a revolutionary new manufacturing process. But this isn't just about numbers or factories. It's about a strategic pivot that could catapult Nissan to the forefront of the EV market, a space dominated by giants like Tesla and Toyota. What's more, Nissan has promised to roll out this new approach globally, starting with their flagship plants in Japan and the United States. The announcement didn't just make headlines, it rattled boardrooms and supply chains across the globe. But why now? Nissan's timing couldn't be more critical. The car market is undergoing unprecedented changes, with skyrocketing raw material costs, shifting consumer preferences, and fierce competition in the EV space. This move seems perfectly calculated, not just to survive these challenges, but to thrive in a market that's increasingly unpredictable. The root cause. To understand the magnitude of Nissan's decision, you have to look at what makes it so revolutionary. At the core is a shift in how cars are built. Nissan is introducing advanced modular platforms designed to slash production costs while increasing efficiency. Think of it as building cars like Lego blocks, with interchangeable parts that reduce complexity and speed up assembly. This isn't just a technological leap, it's a strategic gamble. While most automakers are struggling to balance the high costs of EV production with consumer demand, Nissan's plan could make electric vehicles significantly more affordable. And affordability, as we all know, is the holy grail of the EV market. But there's another layer to this shockwave. Nissan is cutting ties with traditional production methods that have been the industry standard for decades. This bold move challenges deeply entrenched practices and forces competitors to question whether they're doing enough to keep up. And it's not just about cars, it's about the entire ecosystem. Nissan's decision is likely to ripple through suppliers, dealerships, and even government policies. Why? Because when a major player like Nissan rewrites the rules, everyone else is forced to follow, or risk falling behind. The fallout. Now, let's talk about what really matters. How this impacts you. If Nissan's plan works, it could mean a future where electric vehicles are not only affordable, but also accessible to a much wider audience. Imagine EVs priced competitively with traditional gasoline cars, complete with faster charging, longer ranges, and better features. For consumers, this could be a game changer. It's no secret that one of the biggest barriers to EV adoption is price. Nissan's move could shatter that barrier, opening the door for more people to make the switch to electric without breaking the bank. But the impact doesn't stop there. Competitors like Tesla, Toyota, and even Ford will have no choice but to respond. This could lead to a wave of innovation and price cuts across the board, making EVs more accessible than ever. In the end, the real winners might just be the consumers. Yet there's a flip side. If Nissan's gamble fails, it could backfire spectacularly. Cutting costs often raises questions about quality, and consumers might hesitate to trust vehicles built under such radically new methods. Could this spark a backlash that tarnishes Nissan's reputation? One thing is certain, this is just the beginning. The car market is bracing for a transformation, and Nissan is leading the charge. Industry shockwaves. The announcement has left Nissan's competitors scrambling to recalibrate their strategies. While Nissan's plan to slash electric vehicle production costs and revamp manufacturing methods may sound like a boon for consumers, it represents a significant disruption for the entire automotive industry. This is not just a technological leap, it is a declaration that the old ways of building and pricing cars are no longer sustainable. Other manufacturers, including household names like Toyota, Tesla, and Volkswagen, now find themselves at a crossroads. For decades, automakers have followed a relatively stable path, refining internal combustion engines, adding incremental features, and maintaining tight control over costs. But Nissan's move throws a wrench into this playbook. Their bold shift toward modular platforms and cost-efficient manufacturing has sent ripples through supply chains, dealerships, and boardrooms. This is not just a change for Nissan, it is a wake-up call for the entire industry. Other manufacturers are now facing a critical decision: follow Nissan's lead or risk falling behind. Some companies are already exploring similar modular manufacturing techniques, but Nissan's aggressive approach and commitment to affordability set a new benchmark. This creates enormous pressure on automakers to rethink their own strategies, particularly as electric vehicles gain traction in the global market. Global impacts. Nissan's decision does not only reverberate through its competitors, it also has profound implications for the global automotive landscape. Each major market, North America, Europe, and Asia, is reacting differently to this bombshell. In North America, where electric vehicle adoption has been slower than anticipated, Nissan's affordability strategy could be a game changer. For years, high electric vehicle prices have deterred middle-class consumers, even as governments introduce subsidies and incentives to encourage the transition. Nissan's move promises to close this gap, offering electric vehicles at price points that are genuinely competitive with traditional internal combustion engine vehicles. If successful, this could accelerate electric vehicle adoption across the United States and Canada, where drivers often prioritize cost and reliability over cutting-edge technology. Europe, on the other hand, presents a different scenario. The region is already ahead in electric vehicle adoption, driven by stringent emissions regulations and widespread support for renewable energy. However, affordability remains a significant hurdle, especially in southern and eastern Europe, where incomes lag behind their northern neighbors. Nissan's low-cost approach could open the door for electric vehicles to penetrate these untapped markets, broadening the reach of sustainable mobility. This puts additional pressure on European automakers like Volkswagen and Renault, who must now compete not only on quality and performance, but also on price. In Japan, Nissan's home market, the announcement has sparked excitement and skepticism in equal measure. While Japanese consumers generally favor reliable, efficient vehicles, there is also a strong preference for traditional internal combustion engine cars. Nissan's success here will depend on its ability to convince domestic buyers that affordability and innovation can coexist without compromising quality. Shifting consumer expectations. Nissan's announcement is not just reshaping the industry, it is also redefining what consumers expect from their vehicles. For years, electric vehicles have been seen as a premium product, accessible primarily to wealthier buyers willing to pay a premium for cutting-edge technology and environmental benefits. Nissan's plan challenges this perception, signaling that electric vehicles can and should be affordable for the average driver. This shift has enormous implications. If Nissan succeeds in delivering electric vehicles at significantly lower price points, it could pave the way for a new era of mainstream adoption. Drivers who were previously priced out of the market may now consider making the switch to electric. For families, young professionals, and budget-conscious buyers, the prospect of owning a cost-effective, environmentally friendly vehicle becomes far more attainable. At the same time, Nissan's move raises the bar for competitors. Other automakers will be forced to reconsider their pricing strategies, particularly for entry-level and mid-range electric vehicles. This could lead to a wave of price reductions across the industry, benefiting consumers but putting additional pressure on manufacturers' profit margins. A broader picture emerging. Stepping back, it is clear that Nissan's announcement is not just about one company or one strategy. It is part of a larger transformation sweeping through the automotive industry, a shift driven by the need for sustainability, affordability, and technological innovation. Electric vehicles are no longer the future, they are the present. Governments worldwide are introducing ambitious targets to phase out internal combustion engine vehicles, while consumers are increasingly prioritizing sustainability in their purchasing decisions. Nissan's move reflects this reality, positioning the company as a leader in the race to make electric mobility accessible to all. However, this transformation comes with significant challenges. The industry is grappling with a host of external pressures, from geopolitical tensions to raw material shortages. Building electric vehicles requires rare earth metals like lithium, cobalt, and nickel, which are not only expensive but also subject to volatile supply chains. By reducing production costs, Nissan aims to mitigate these challenges, but it remains to be seen whether their strategy is sustainable in the long term. Moreover, Nissan's decision underscores the growing importance of modularity and efficiency in manufacturing. As other automakers adopt similar strategies, the industry may experience a paradigm shift, moving away from traditional assembly lines toward more flexible, cost-effective production methods. This could lead to a new era of collaboration and innovation, as manufacturers pool resources and expertise to overcome shared challenges. Looking forward, the automotive industry is standing at a crossroads, and Nissan's announcement may very well determine which path it takes. If the company's gamble pays off, it could mark the beginning of a new era, one where electric vehicles are not only affordable but also ubiquitous. This would be a win for consumers, the environment, and the industry as a whole. But if Nissan's strategy falters, it could have the opposite effect, deepening existing challenges and creating new ones. Other automakers may hesitate to take similar risks, slowing the pace of innovation and prolonging the transition to sustainable mobility. What is certain is that the stakes have never been higher. Nissan's bold move has set the stage for a transformation that will ripple through every corner of the automotive world, from factories and dealerships to driveways and highways. The question now is not whether the industry will change, but how and who will lead the way. The blueprint of a revolution. Nissan's strategy is not merely a reaction to industry trends. It is a carefully crafted blueprint designed to seize control of the rapidly evolving automotive landscape. At its core is a bold commitment to modular manufacturing platforms, a concept that could redefine how cars are built. The idea is simple yet revolutionary. Create vehicles with interchangeable components that streamline production, reduce costs, and improve efficiency. Think of it as building a car the way you might assemble a high-tech gadget, with precision, flexibility, and speed. This modular approach allows Nissan to adapt quickly to market demands. Instead of being locked into a rigid production model, the company can tweak designs, adjust specifications, or roll out new features without overhauling its entire manufacturing process. This agility is especially critical in the electric vehicle market, where innovation moves at lightning speed. By embracing modularity, Nissan positions itself as a frontrunner capable of outpacing its competitors. But this is not just about efficiency. Nissan's strategy is also about accessibility. By slashing production costs, the company aims to bring electric vehicles to the masses. For decades, electric vehicles have been seen as luxury items, out of reach for the average consumer. Nissan's blueprint seeks to shatter that perception, making sustainable mobility a reality for millions. Breaking down the risks. Every bold strategy comes with risks, and Nissan's plan is no exception. While the company's vision is ambitious, it also carries significant uncertainties. The transition to modular manufacturing, for example, is not without its challenges. Implementing such a system requires substantial upfront investment, not only in technology, but also in workforce training and infrastructure. For a company already navigating tight profit margins, these costs could pose a serious financial strain. There is also the question of execution. Nissan's ability to deliver on its promises depends on flawless coordination across its global operations. From suppliers to assembly lines, every link in the chain must function seamlessly. Any disruption, whether due to supply chain bottlenecks, labor shortages, or technical glitches, could derail the entire strategy. Another risk lies in consumer perception. While Nissan's focus on affordability is commendable, some buyers may associate lower prices with lower quality. Electric vehicles in particular are held to high standards given their reliance on advanced technology and their role in shaping the future of transportation. If Nissan's modular designs fail to meet these expectations, the backlash could be severe. Then there is the competitive landscape. By positioning itself as a leader in affordable electric vehicles, Nissan is entering a crowded arena. Established players like Tesla and emerging rivals like BYD Company are already dominating key segments of the market. To succeed, Nissan must not only match their offerings, but also differentiate itself in a way that resonates with consumers. Yet, despite these risks, Nissan's willingness to take bold action sets it apart. The company's strategy is not without challenges, but it also reflects a willingness to embrace change and chart a new course. In an industry often characterized by cautious incrementalism, this approach is both refreshing and necessary. Is this a power play against competitors? Nissan's bombshell announcement is not just a strategic pivot, it is also a calculated move to disrupt its rivals. By slashing production costs and prioritizing affordability, Nissan is targeting a key vulnerability in the electric vehicle market: the high price tags that have long deterred mainstream adoption. This approach directly challenges competitors who have built their brands on premium electric vehicles, such as Tesla and Audi. Tesla in particular finds itself in Nissan's crosshairs. For years, Tesla has dominated the electric vehicle narrative, positioning itself as the gold standard for innovation and performance. But its premium pricing has left an opening that Nissan is now exploiting. By offering electric vehicles at a fraction of the cost, Nissan is appealing to a broader audience, including budget-conscious buyers who might otherwise have been excluded from the market. This is not to say that Nissan is ignoring traditional automakers. Companies like Toyota, Honda, and Volkswagen have long been rivals, and Nissan's strategy represents a direct challenge to their dominance. These automakers have spent years refining their hybrid and electric vehicle offerings, but their pricing strategies often leave them vulnerable. Nissan's focus on affordability forces these competitors to reevaluate their approach, potentially disrupting their carefully balanced business models. The competitive implications extend beyond price. Nissan's modular manufacturing process could give it a significant edge in terms of speed and adaptability. While other automakers are locked into traditional production cycles, Nissan's flexibility allows it to respond quickly to changes in consumer demand or technological advancements. This agility could prove decisive in an industry where innovation is often the difference between success and failure. The ultimate question is whether Nissan's power play will succeed. By targeting its competitors' weaknesses and capitalizing on its own strengths, the company has positioned itself as a formidable challenger. But the automotive market is notoriously unpredictable, and only time will tell whether Nissan's strategy will yield the desired results. Consumer perception and trust. At the heart of Nissan's strategy lies a fundamental question: can the company win the trust of consumers? In many ways, this is the most critical factor in determining the success or failure of its plan. While affordability is a powerful selling point, it must be balanced with quality, reliability, and innovation. For consumers, the promise of a low-cost electric vehicle is appealing, but only if it delivers on expectations. Historically, Nissan has enjoyed a reputation for building dependable, high-quality vehicles. Models like the Nissan Altima and Nissan Rogue have been staples of the automotive market, earning praise for their reliability and value. But the shift to modular manufacturing and aggressively low pricing introduces new variables. Consumers may wonder, will these cost-cutting measures compromise safety or performance? Will modular components lead to maintenance challenges or shorter lifespans? To address these concerns, Nissan must prioritize transparency and communication. Educating consumers about the benefits of modular manufacturing, such as faster production times and reduced environmental impact, could help build confidence. Additionally, rigorous testing and quality assurance will be essential in demonstrating that affordability does not come at the expense of excellence. Another factor is innovation. Electric vehicle buyers often prioritize cutting-edge technology, from advanced driver assistance systems to seamless connectivity features. Nissan's ability to integrate these elements into its affordable electric vehicles will play a crucial role in shaping consumer perceptions. If the company can deliver a product that is both innovative and accessible, it could redefine what drivers expect from electric vehicles. Trust also extends to environmental impact. As the automotive industry shifts towards sustainability, consumers are increasingly looking for brands that align with their values. Nissan's commitment to affordability must be matched by a commitment to reducing emissions, minimizing waste, and promoting responsible sourcing. By positioning itself as both a leader in innovation and a steward of the planet, Nissan can strengthen its connection with eco-conscious buyers. Looking beyond, as Nissan's strategy unfolds, it becomes clear that this is more than a business decision. It is a bold statement about the future of mobility, innovation, and sustainability. By challenging the status quo and embracing change, Nissan has positioned itself as a catalyst for transformation in the automotive industry. The implications of this move extend far beyond the company's immediate prospects. It raises fundamental questions about what consumers want, what manufacturers can deliver, and how the industry must evolve to meet the demands of a rapidly changing world. Nissan's strategy may be ambitious, but it is also a reflection of the opportunities and challenges that define this pivotal moment in automotive history. Whether this gamble pays off or falls short, one thing is certain: Nissan has captured the world's attention. The coming months and years will determine whether this attention translates into success or serves as a cautionary tale for others. Predictions for the industry. Nissan's bold move is not just a game changer for the company, it is a harbinger of the seismic shifts taking place in the automotive industry. The decision to slash production costs and revolutionize manufacturing methods has sent a clear message. The future of the car market will be defined by accessibility, sustainability, and innovation. But what does this mean for the broader industry? For one, the concept of affordable electric vehicles will likely become the new standard. Automakers that have traditionally focused on high-end electric vehicles or internal combustion engines will be forced to reconsider their strategies. Companies that fail to adapt may find themselves outpaced by competitors willing to embrace affordability and modularity. Nissan's announcement has drawn a line in the sand, signaling that the days of electric vehicles being a luxury item are coming to an end. This transformation will not happen overnight. The automotive industry is deeply entrenched in legacy systems, from traditional assembly lines to long-standing supplier relationships. However, Nissan's move could accelerate the adoption of flexible, cost-efficient manufacturing practices across the board. We may see more automakers exploring modular platforms, shared production facilities, or partnerships to reduce costs and increase efficiency. The shift toward affordability will also impact how automakers design their vehicles. Features that were once considered premium, such as advanced driver assistance systems or integrated connectivity, may become standard as manufacturers compete for a larger share of the electric vehicle market. The result could be a new generation of vehicles that are not only affordable but also packed with cutting-edge technology. A domino effect on automakers. Nissan's decision to disrupt the market has created a ripple effect that will undoubtedly influence other automakers. Companies that once dominated the electric vehicle space, such as Tesla and Volkswagen, now face a formidable challenge. They must decide whether to maintain their focus on high-margin, premium models or pivot toward more accessible options. For Tesla, this could mean rethinking its pricing strategy. While the company has established itself as a leader in innovation, its vehicles are still out of reach for many consumers. If Nissan's affordability push succeeds, it could force Tesla to introduce lower-priced models to remain competitive. This would be a significant departure from Tesla's current approach, which emphasizes exclusivity and high-performance features. Volkswagen and other traditional automakers may face a different kind of pressure. Many of these companies have already invested heavily in electric vehicle production, but their pricing strategies often mirror those of internal combustion engine vehicles. Nissan's move could force them to accelerate cost-cutting measures or explore new technologies to keep up. Emerging players in the automotive industry, such as BYD Company and Rivian Automotive, are also watching closely. These companies have already made strides in producing affordable electric vehicles, particularly in markets like China. Nissan's strategy may validate their approach, leading to increased competition and innovation in the entry-level segment. Even luxury automakers like BMW and Audi are not immune to the ripple effects. While their focus remains on premium electric vehicles, they may need to introduce more affordable models to capture a broader audience. This shift could blur the lines between luxury and mainstream brands, creating new opportunities for collaboration or competition. Long-term impacts on consumers. For consumers, Nissan's announcement is a potential game changer. If the company succeeds in making electric vehicles more affordable, it could open the door for millions of drivers to transition to sustainable mobility. This would not only benefit the environment, but also provide tangible advantages for everyday drivers, such as lower fuel costs, reduced maintenance expenses, and access to government incentives. One of the most significant impacts could be the democratization of electric vehicles. Historically, these vehicles have been associated with wealthier buyers who can afford the premium price tag. Nissan's strategy challenges this narrative, making electric vehicles a viable option for middle-class families, young professionals, and budget-conscious buyers. This shift could lead to a broader cultural acceptance of electric vehicles, normalizing their presence on roads worldwide. However, affordability is only part of the equation. Consumers will also expect these vehicles to deliver on quality, performance, and innovation. If Nissan can strike the right balance, it could set a new benchmark for the industry, raising the bar for competitors and redefining what drivers expect from their vehicles. The beginning of a new era? Nissan's announcement is more than a business decision. It is a statement about the future of the automotive industry. By embracing affordability, modularity, and sustainability, the company has positioned itself at the forefront of a movement that could redefine mobility for generations to come. This new era will not be without its challenges. Automakers must navigate complex supply chains, address concerns about quality and safety, and adapt to rapidly changing consumer preferences. Governments and policymakers will also play a critical role, introducing regulations and incentives to support the transition to electric mobility. But with these challenges come opportunities. Nissan's strategy has highlighted the potential for innovation and collaboration in an industry that is often resistant to change. By prioritizing affordability and accessibility, the company has set a powerful example for others to follow. As we look to the future, one thing is clear: the automotive industry is on the brink of a transformation that will reshape how we think about cars, transportation, and sustainability. Nissan's bombshell may be just the beginning of a larger revolution, one that promises to make electric vehicles a cornerstone of modern life. The question now is not whether the industry will change, but how, and who will lead the way. Nissan's bold strategy has set the stage for a new era, but the journey is just beginning. The next chapter in this story will be written not just by automakers, but by consumers, policymakers, and innovators around the world.